friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, your internet bestie for all things personal development, intentional living and dream chasing, and in case you hadn't noticed, a big fan of autumn. Big shout out to Winter Rose 91 today for requesting that I do an autumn favourites video. I don't know why I never thought of that, because you guys know how much I love to talk about things that I love. And I love autumn. This is hands down my favourite time of year. I love the colours, I love the crunchy leaves, I love the fashion, I love the pumpkins, I love the coffee selection. And today I'm going to be talking you through a variety of my favourite seasonal things. It's giving old school YouTube. Remember back in the day, monthly favourites? It's like a trip down memory lane. So nostalgic. I love that for us. First off, I'm going to tell you the one thing I dislike about autumn, and that is the germs. Because yes, I am still a snotty, congested mess. And honestly, I'm probably going to be this way until May 2024. I just can't shake it. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking you through all of my autumn favourites, including fashion finds, movies, TV shows, smells, foods, the whole shebang. And if you're an autumn girly like me, please leave all of your seasonal favourites down in the comments below so I can steal them and make them my own. I just want to have all of the autumn vibes, so I'm taking on all recommendations. Let's start with autumn fashion finds. Now, as you guys know, I'm not exactly a big fashionista, but when this time of year rolls around, I don't know what it is. It all seems to slot into place for me. I think it's because, I mean, I've never had one of those colour chart things done, but I think it's fair to say that I am an autumn, and so when all of these rich, deep tones come in, I'm like, baby, it's my time to shine. Plus, I just love knitwear. I love it so much. I don't necessarily have a lot of pieces that I can link to and point you guys towards, because a lot of what I have in my wardrobe is really freaking old. I get a lot of comments on Instagram from people like, where is that skirt from? And I'm like, new look 10 years ago. But two of my absolute favorite pieces right now are still available, so we're going to talk about those. First is this jumper, and I love it so much I got it in 3 different colors. It's from New Look. I have it in kind of a dusty pink that I got last year. I have this burgundy color, and I also got this kind of forest green color as well. It's cropped, it has these oversized sleeves, it has a high neck, and I love the way it falls. It just hits right at the perfect place for if you're wearing it with a skirt or jeans. You don't have to tuck it in and get that bulge of extra fabric. Another huge favorite that is new for me this year, and look, call me a basic, because basic I may be, but I bought one of those long line balloon sleeve cardigans. They're all over TikTok. I got mine from TikTok shop, but now I'm banned from TikTok shop. This is a whole story. But you can also get them from Amazon, and I swear I cannot get enough of this thing. I'm throwing it on top of everything. Jeans and like a cute little bodysuit, or if I've got like a dress on, or if I've got like a jumper and like literally everything. You cannot tell me that an outfit does not go with this. Even if it doesn't, I don't care. I am wearing it. At first I was like, is it cute? Does it kind of make me look like I'm Moses leading the slaves to freedom, you know, with the sleeves? But I've just decided I kind of like the biblical look, and I'm rolling with it. Another recommendation I have for seasonal outfits, which is a little bit more vague, but it's just these cute little mini skirts that you can wear with tights. Catch me every single freaking day in a different one of these. I love them, especially if they've got some kind of like plaid or tartan. Oh, fly me to Maine and let me roll among the leaves. That's how I feel when I'm wearing one of these cute little outfits. And a recommendation that I have is to just look on Vinted. I just got a new grey little mini skirt on Vinted. So adorable with my black knee boots. It's just such a vibe, and that skirt was like £3 from Topshop new. And I feel like once you've got cute little jumpers like this, cute little skirts like that, and some boots, you can mix and match and you have a whole season's worth of outfits. Next, let's move on to my favourite autumn movies that help me really get into the spirit, especially leading up to Halloween. Now, I'm guessing that most of you have already seen all of these. Let me know in the comments down below if you haven't, because is that possible? Just in case, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of each of them. I'm really trying to sell them to you for some reason, I don't know. First off, no surprises to anyone, it's Hocus Pocus. If you didn't watch Hocus Pocus, Is it even autumn? This used to be my favourite film when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I had it on VHS and I used to play it all year long. My poor parents were having to endure Halloween vibes in July. So the film opens in Salem, Massachusetts in the 1600s. It's very eerie. There's low-lying fog, big Halloween vibes. There are these 3 witches called the Sanderson sisters, and they create a potion that allows them to suck the lives out of children, which is pretty dark for Disney actually. When you think about it, like, that's horrifying. Then we flash forward to the modern day, well, the 90s, where this new kid Max and his little sister Danny and this girl he has a crush on, Allison, they all break into the old Sanderson sisters' house. He doesn't believe that there's such a thing as witches, and then they accidentally bring them back from the dead. This movie is absolute top tier in my opinion. It has all the spooky Halloween vibes that you need. Next is Practical Magic, and this is another absolute classic. This is another movie about witches, but it's a little bit less on the nose. They're not kind of broomstick riding, zap you into a frog kind of witches. It's a little bit more subtle than that. Sally and Gillian are these 2 grown-up sisters who are also witches, who have kind of grown apart as they've gotten older and led very different lives. And they reconnect when Gillian gets into this very abusive and violent relationship with this crappy guy. I don't want to give too much of the plot away, but I'm just gonna say it's got it all, okay? It's got suspense, it's got romance, it's got humor, it's got witches, it's got it all. Another one of my all-time favorite autumnal movies is Sleepy Hollow, and I actually don't hear a lot of people talking about this one, and I think it's because it's kind of bizarre. I'm drawn to the quirkiness of it, but I can see why for some people they'd be like, this is maybe just a little bit weird. I mean, it's a Tim Burton movie, so that kind of speaks for itself. The movie is set in upstate New York in the 1700s. Ichabod Crane, a police constable from New York City, arrives in a small town to try and solve 3 decapitations. People are like running around getting their heads cut off. Gruesome. Everybody thinks that the murderer is the demonic spirit of this Revolutionary War mercenary who's kind of riding around with no head because he was decapitated and now he's stealing the heads of everyone else. That's what they think, but Ichabod is all, y'all, that makes no sense. And then he sets out on this big investigation to find out what's really going on. Who is the real murderer? Is it a ghost? That is the question. And then of course it wouldn't be a list of favourite autumn films if I didn't include The Nightmare Before Christmas, which again, I'm sure everyone has seen this one, but let's do a synopsis anyway, because I'm sure there's probably one person out there who hasn't seen this. And if it's you, you need to go watch this movie. This is a Tim Burton animation set in Halloween Town, and the main character, Jack Skellington, is kind of having an existential crisis at the start. His life kind of feels really empty and hollow, and he's like, what is the point of everything, and what am I even doing here? And I'm sure we could all kind of relate to that. Just me maybe, I don't know. And then he accidentally stumbles upon Christmas Land and he's like, oh hey, what if I just become Santa and take over Christmas? And he recruits everyone in Halloween Town to help him take over Christmas and deliver Christmas to the humans. But in a creepy, eerie kind of way, because they're all like monsters and stuff. Good intentions, poor execution is what I would say. So those would be like my top tier autumn movies to really get me in the spirit of things. I think they're all very aesthetically on point for this time of year. You know, the low-lying fog, the crisp autumn leaves, the colours, everything. I think, ooh, I just want to dive into my screen, you know? Next, let's talk about my favourite autumn smells, and I am still on a candle buying ban, so I don't have that many to share with you, but I do have 2 firm favourites. This one I got from TK Maxx. It's by DW Home, and it's the pumpkin rum scent. I can't even express to you how creamy and luxurious and delicious this smells. It's not too heavy on the pumpkin. It's just that right balance. It's just... But if you live somewhere with access to a Bath & Body Works, then my all-time favourite autumn candle is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. That is just something else. Now, I'm very niche when it comes to the scents that I like and the candles that I like. I really like candles that smell like a sweet treat, like a dessert. Like, do you want to smell it or do you want to stick it in your mouth? That's the kind of candle scent that I like. But if you like that kind of thing, if you really like that sweet, kind of like sweet treat scent, and you live near a Bath and Body Works, pumpkin pecan waffles. While we're on the subject of things that I wish I could eat but can't, let's move on to things that I can actually eat. Weirdly for me, because I love autumn and I love to eat, I actually don't have that many specific foods that I'll go out and buy at this time of year. You know why it is? It's because I don't like cinnamon. Everything seasonal seems to be very cinnamon heavy, and that is a particular kind of hell that I do not wish to inflict upon myself. But one of my favourite traditions to do at this time of year is make a chocolate sheet cake and then cut it up into little rectangles and decorate them to make them look like the book from Hocus Pocus. They literally never turn out the way that I plan them. The aesthetic is always not quite there because I am not a cake decorator, okay? That is not one of my life skills, but they do taste really freaking delicious. Also, I feel like it would be a crime to make a video like this and not give a mention to my favourite seasonal Starbucks drink, the salted maple and caramel latte. How is it so good? What do they put in there? Like, magic? I know everybody rants and raves about a pumpkin spice latte. I don't like a pumpkin spice latte. Okay, there, I said it. It's out in the world. My secret is out. But I do love that maple caramel with the sugar around the rim. Oh, so obsessed. I went out and got myself this maple syrup coffee by... who makes you? Coffee Masters. This is really good. I tried linking it for you in another video where I mentioned it and I could not find it anywhere online, but I got it from TK Maxx and I 10 out of 10 recommend. It's very good. It's not quite Starbucks, but it's good. Finally, let's talk about my favourite autumn TV shows. I feel like autumn moving into winter is where I really start to get into my little snuggly hibernation mode. I will sit and watch a TV show or a movie under a blanket with a hot chocolate and I'll be like, this is my best life. The rest of the year, I'm really not very interested in TV. I don't watch very much TV at all. And even this, it's not current, it's old. I don't have time to get invested in new TV shows, okay? I just rewatch the things that I love because I know I won't be disappointed. First off, Gilmore Girls. How good is Gilmore Girls? I watched it, okay, back in the early 2000s. I was probably about 12 or 13, so I think a lot of it went over my head. I am currently rewatching it. It's hitting on a whole other level this time. And I think what I love about it is not only do I just want to be a member of that community, like get me on the next plane to Stars Hollow. I want to be there at Luke's, sipping the coffee and like watching the world go by. That's the life I want to live. Not just that, but nothing happens. You know, like with streaming services today, like Netflix, they really want you to binge watch the content. They want to keep you hooked. They want to keep you watching as long as possible. And with that, they take you on this really intense emotional roller coaster with all of these cliffhangers at the end. So you're like, I must watch more. Gilmore Girls, okay? Nothing like that. It's just chilled. It's just, you go through the episode, there's a minor inconvenience, and by the end of the episode, it's resolved and everyone's just drinking their coffee and happy again. And I think I need that in my life. I think I just need a very low pressure TV experience. My life is wild enough as it is. I really don't need to have my cortisol levels risen through the roof by what I'm watching on the TV. And as I say that, I move on to my second seasonal favourite TV show, which does raise my cortisol levels through the roof and is very dramatic. I take back everything I just said. It's The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I liked the first season a lot. I think it's one of those that kind of deteriorated as time went on, you know? But again, I think the aesthetic just hits right for me. The colours, the editing, the outfits, is all giving autumn on steroids, like very Halloween, and it really helps to get me in the mood. Oh, I'm just feeling so overwhelmed with the positive power of autumn right now. I'm just like soaking it all in. Anyway, those are all of my favorite autumnal things. I had so much fun sharing them with you. Don't forget to leave yours in the comment section down below. Is there a snack that I need to eat? Is there a candle that I need to sniff? I want to know about it. I want to grab every last inch of autumn and like soak it all in. Hocus Pocus vibe, like I want to suck the life of autumn. It went to a weird place, so let's just wrap it up. Please remember that you are enough just as you are. I love you so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye, guys. All these brands are out here promoting their kiss-proof lipstick when what I really want is nose-blowing proof concealer. Oh my gosh, I just broke a nail. No. I was too enthusiastic with my hand gestures.
There was once